Well, we turn now to entertainment. Before there was Gaga, before there was Madonna, there was Cher. Much like the Statue of Liberty and the pyramids, Cher endures. She's had a hit record in every one of the past 5 decades and has sold 100 million albums along the way. Now at age 64, she's starring in a new film and agreed to sit down and talk about any and everything, including her daughter's painful decision to become a man.
Show a little more.
This is Cher, 64 years in the making. The film Burlesque, her first starring role in a decade.
Welcome to Burlesque. It was hard work. It was the hardest work I ever did on a film. 16-hour days. It's a life, it's a style.
Her co-star is Christina Aguilera in her film debut. How talented is she, do you think?
I think she's very talented. I think she has a really good shot. But you know, she was not very trusting of me. And I said to her, I will not do any bull actress stuff. If you know what you're doing, you can screw around with someone. And I said, I'm here to support you, and I always will. So let's just start there.
If you fall off the stage, leg extended, boobs up.
Cher plays Chaz, the golden-hearted proprietor of a down-on-its-luck club. The role is pure Cher.
Tell me what you're looking for.
I'm looking for someone who can do the routine. You're gonna make me believe that you belong up there. You want to show me something? Show me that.
She's tough on the outside and sort of...
Well, she's tough all the way through, but she's, you know, no one's tough all the time.
So how much like you is she?
I think she's quite a lot.
No one could have survived as long and as loudly as Cher without being tough. And the two have something else in common.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't ever call me ma'am again.
Ma'am. What am I, my mother?
Does anybody in real life call you ma'am?
Nope. People call me ma'am. I just go, what? No, I'm Cher. Or I'm not Miss Cher. I'm not ma'am. I'm just Cher.
Just Cher seems to be plenty good enough, even when she's acting with people less than half her age.
The girls were mesmerized with the fact that I was my age. Could not believe it. Could not compute it. Like when you're 29 and your co-star is 64.
You're keeping up with them.
I just said to my body, do this. This is what I need you to do.
And it did, though she's no fan of getting older.
I would love to be like those women who are just so happy with their age and, you know, just feeling that they've never been better and all that. But I just don't believe it. You know, for me, it just older age gets in my way.
She says her pal Meryl Streep, who she co-starred with in Silkwood 27 years ago, is an exception.
Yes, she's aging beautifully and she doesn't care about it and, you know, pisses me off.
She admires the vastly different roles Streep has played. We ask, could she play them?
You know, I haven't, and this is my fault, I'm sure this is my fault, I haven't stretched myself, you know? I play comfortable things that I know, that I feel, but I mean, there are things that actresses do so that people know that they've got something more than just that.
Right, Tess is close
Yeah,
to you.
Tess is real close.
She has perfected the role of Cher. Remember the eye-popping number she wore 20 years ago while she sang If I Could Turn Back Time?
The way, you know, the cuts of meat were sewn together, and I thought, this is a beautifully tailored outfit.
I have to know, did it smell funny?
No. I was so surprised at that. They must have done something to this.
There is some Cher in Lady Gaga, don't you think?
I think that, yeah, because anybody who's going to go, you know, balls to the wall, you know, I did it in my time, which seems so simple and innocent now, but we're artists. We're supposed to make people think.
So let me ask you about a few people. The Kardashians.
What I know about the Kardashians, you could put on the head of the pin and still have room for the Lord's Prayer. I know nothing about them.
You don't watch that reality show?
I don't like reality shows at all.
So Snooki, have you ever seen Snooki?
I love Miami, except the trainees.
Is she the girl? I got a bobblehead in some, like, you know, the packages that they give you when you go someplace. So there was a bobblehead of her. Not too impressive. I kind of like people that do something, that are not just famous for, I'm not sure what.
Cher is, of course, famous for more than just her talent, and when we come back, she talks about her daughter Chastity's painful decision to have gender reassignment surgery.
Nightline continues from New York City with Cynthia McFadden.
We continue now with Cher, who says at age 64, she just doesn't see anything good about getting older, though she has learned a lot along the way. When she started out, her then-husband, Sonny Bono, owned 95% of their company. The lawyer owned the other 5%. So, is she now one of the richest women in show business? And is she upset with her daughter for deciding to undergo gender reassignment surgery? Here's Cher on Cher. Cher's co-star, Christina Aguilera, in their new film Burlesque, wasn't even born by the time Cher had a slew of hit singles, beginning with I Got You, Babe in 1965.
I got you, babe.
In 1973, it was Half Breed. Christina was 6 when Cher recorded this one, I've Found Someone. It's funny because I think you get to your stage where you're clearly, you know, the one-named icon, and everyone thinks, oh, it's always been swell.
Well, that's not true. I mean, there have been really lean times, times where I was kind of a joke, and that's really hard. You know, it's really hard to be a joke in your business, and everything in my business is about being cool, and about appearances. Very little in my business has to do with reality.
But a lot has to do with fantasy. In February, her Vegas show ends, where she reportedly grossed $60 million. Every indication you were one of the wealthiest entertainers.
That is so not true.
It's not true?
No, it's not true. Am I hurting? Not at all, but I'm not one of the wealthiest ones.
The net worth is estimated at over $600 million.
Oh, from your mouth to God's ears. No, it doesn't even resemble anything like that. I'm fine. I'm doing fine, but it's just not that. You know, Uncle Sam sits on its ass and takes half of it. And then you have, you know, I have a big overhead and all that. I came from a place where I had to wrap my shoes with rubber bands to keep the soles on. I know how to appreciate it.
There has been a lot to appreciate. The Oscar for her role in Moonstruck.
I'm in love with you.
Snap out of it!
The Grammy for Believe. You've won every kind of award. What would you do on the Motherhood Award? Have you been a good mother?
No, I have been a good mother in fits and starts, but when you do work like mine, and I'm not sure it's unlike most working mothers, they never feel like they're doing a good job because they're never able to devote the amount of time. And I have many regrets about my parenting.
She has certainly worried about her daughter Chastity over the years. Well, she was America's little girl for a long time.
And I think that was hard for her too.
I read something that I think Chaz said about that you would just share all the time, and couldn't you sometimes not be Cher?
Right. I mean, that was hard. I mean, like, I remember on a field trip, all these people, like, kind of mobbed me, and she went, this is such a pain in the ass. No matter where we go, you're just Cher. And it's not something I can help so much. So, I mean, you pay the price.
Last year, she told her mother and the world that she was getting gender reassignment surgery. She was becoming he. So when Chaz told you that he wanted to have gender reassignment surgery and go for it.
Well, we talked about it before over the years. So, and I said, you know, if you need to do this, you better do it. She made the right choice for her. It's the right choice, and it's one life, the only life. And if he was so unhappy, you have to, make the decision to go for it.
This is far from over. You haven't seen the last of me.
You Haven't Seen the Last of Me, Cher's solo in the film, could be an anthem for her.
There will be no better. This is not the end. And I'll never understand.
You've said that singers didn't take you seriously as a singer, actors didn't take you seriously as an actor.
And look what I've been able to still do. Somehow I crept through.
It's not the end. You haven't seen. You haven't seen.
No doubt about that. It's always fun to be with Cher.